Hi, everyone. Well, someday you will miss these videos, but welcome to Module 12. Okay, so this is the week where you are cursing me for making you do work, which is called the renewable assignment. And someday you will look back on it and you will say, that was actually a really good learning experience. But right now you are cursing me, which is as I have come to learn and appreciate the role of a doctoral student professor. So, just so you know, I am just going over a couple of things for the end of the semester, which is here. Module 12 is this week. It is the renewable assignment. I have spoken to a few of you about some alternate models. Yeah, that's going to be due by the end of this week. And we will have class this week. I am not going to lecture because this is on you this week. And so I'm going to be available, even though it's a class, it's going to be a type of drop-in, and please come prepared if you need some help. So if you're feeling lost on this assignment, come on in and I'll give you as much help as you need. So I will be there. And if you need me, you come on in. Of course, I will probably give first priority to Brandon because he has to be in his class at 5:30. But other than that, I'm there to be able to give you whatever assistance you need. And if you would like more personal one-on-one assistance, as you all know, I am usually one appointment away. You just have to contact me and we make an appointment and we have a Zoom. So that is December 17th. Let's just look at this little calendar over here. That's not December. God, I'm getting ahead of myself. November 17th. Okay. Then November 24th, you don't have to think about the PhD program if you don't feel like it. You don't have to think about me if you don't feel like it. November 24th, enjoy the week with your family and enjoy having some time and some rest, which is sometimes we don't get that very often. Then on December 1st is your last class with me. Okay, I am going to need you all here that night, okay? Because that is the last assignment, okay? It is the other statistical methods assignment. Again, Brandon, I know you have to leave early, so you will go first. Your group will go first. You are all assigned to a group. There are 4 groups, and you will be presenting for about 5 to 10 minutes on one of the other statistical methods. Please read the assignment. Please don't curse me because you will get to the bottom of it and find out that you do not have to do this complicated statistical assignment. You just have to learn about it and present this information to the rest of the class. Then I will do a final exam review. And then I have the dates right here. The final exam will open on December 2nd and will remain open until December 6th. I think that is a fair enough time span. I think it gets your working schedules okay. Hopefully, Francis, that works for you because I know you work the weekends. And for the rest of you that are working people, I'm hoping, your hours, I'm hoping that is a fair time frame for it to be open. And then that's it. Foundations of Statistical Analysis is over. One other thing I just wanted to talk to you guys about. I remember back in my doc program, and we would go into what was called the doc lounge because it was an in-person experience. And when you're in a doctoral program that's an in-person experience, they usually give you a little place to be. And then you can close the door and you can say nasty things about your professor all the time. Because what we are doing is we are deflecting the anxiety that we are feeling about being in this program and learning on this level, because it is hard, and we are, dealing with our lives. Maybe things are stressful other places, and or maybe we're not anxious. Maybe we're just are legitimately upset or whatever. But we keep those conversations in there, and we don't necessarily project them. We didn't necessarily project them onto our other faculty. It is actually pretty hard to teach in a doctoral program. And For those of us that have volunteered to teach in the doctoral program, this is not something special we get. We don't get extra course money. We don't get extra course release. This is just like an MSW course or BSW course or any other course we teach. And it is probably quadruple the work. And I know you probably don't believe that. But some weeks I put 8 to 10 hours of work into preparing your lessons. Um, so I just wanted to give you guys that information. I am aware that some people felt that a module a week was a bit much. Honestly, I don't know how else to teach you guys this. And if you think this was too much, I have absolutely no idea how you would learn this information in any other way. Um, I learned this information 4 hours a week for 15 weeks, 4 hours a week in person. And then I was tested on it several times a semester. You got an assignment where you were told exactly what test you had to run. You just had to maybe pick what kind of test. Was it an ANOVA or a two-way ANOVA? Was it a paired t-test or, an independent samples t-test? You weren't just given a random research scenario and said, find out the test. That will be your final, and you haven't been told to do that several times this semester. So that was the way I assessed your learning, which would be something I would have done if you were in a classroom with me, like I did, for 4 hours a week. Okay. So I understand that you're stressed, and I understand that you work full time. And please know that when many of us went to our doctoral programs, we were working full time and raising families as well. Okay. And a lot of us were doing it in person, and we didn't have a choice, and we didn't take, and our professors didn't care. Um, so just know that I'm not doing this because I'm like, let me just make their lives difficult. I'm doing this because honestly, there's no other way you would have learned this material. Absolutely. And if you don't believe me, I'm just going to pull the PhD card and just say to you, I have a PhD and you do not. And we're just going to leave it at that. Okay? When you have a PhD, you can come back to me and you can say to me, guess what? I have figured out a way to teach this in modules that are given once every 2 weeks. If you figure it out, you can come back to me in 6 years or whatever and tell me that, and I will be happy to apologize to you and say to you, you know better than I. Okay. Additionally, other instructors in this program, if you receive an email offering help in writing, please know that these things are being offered to you out of kindness and out of a lot of extra work we are doing to help you succeed in this program. And if we are offering it, very often it is optional. And if we are offering it, that means you need it. Okay. We're not just making stuff up. Okay. So again, me doing 14 modules is because you need it. If we are offering extra help in writing, it's because the majority of you need it. Okay. And I'm not going to name who doesn't or who does, but we know that somebody needs it. And when I was in my doctoral program, I needed it. We all need it. Okay. So again, if you're going to aggressively email someone, just take a moment to breathe. This is also just good professional practice, and think before sending that email. Okay. I do this all the time. Sometimes I just close the computer and say, I'll send that email tomorrow. And if I still feel this way, I'll do it tomorrow. Okay. Just a thought, just something to think about, and just a way that we can all get to get through this program together. And in a few years, we'll all be able to put on some big fancy colored robes, which is really so cool. and celebrate. Okay. So I will see some of you Wednesday night. And please do not hesitate to shoot me an email. You want to work on this project, you need my assistance. You know, I am an email away. I think one of you I had a little dialogue going on Sunday with, and I actually had a nice time exchanging emails with that person. And you guys know that if I don't respond to emails, that means I'm doing something. But most of the times, if I'm just sitting here, I'll just get right back to you. Okay. So take care, everyone, and have a good week. Bye.